Hi, welcome to 15.2. Today we continue our growth in musical understanding. We've been focusing on musical elements, not listening really to musical compositions, but the elements of what is called music theory. And remember our textbook said that there are three elements. Would you remind us what those are again?
Rhythm, melody, and harmony.
Very good. And also I mentioned that I recommend that you continue learning your instrument. Number two, you learn to read the notes, and we've been doing some work with that. You can always get more and more skilled, and then becoming familiar with the keyboard itself. And today, we are going to, I think it's high time to get to know what these black keys are for. We can't wait any longer. So, I'm going to have you sit at the piano, and we're going to practice. It's going to be a scale. You recall that whenever we do a major scale, there's a certain amount of space between each note. Like we start with the bass tone, and then we go up how many?
Whole, half, whole, half.
Is that what it was? Okay, good.
I think.
Okay, now play a C major scale for me with your right hand. And it has a certain sound, right? We've been listening to these sounds, right? Not just putting our fingers in the right place, but okay. Now I want you to play an F major scale for me and start with the F. Okay, wait slowly. And you got your bass tone. Now go up the scale. Does that sound right?
No.
Now you know that third note. That note is supposed to be a half step. There. Ooh, very good. Now there was something unusual there. There it is. The F major scale, I'm going to play it. Started with F, bass tone. Right. So we're still going bass tone, then whole, half, and this is whole. So we're still got the basic pattern, don't we? This is our first time you've hit one of those black keys.
I got a black key.
Okay. Do you know what that key is named? You don't.
B flat.
Okay. It is a B flat. So now get off there and let's explore this. I am going to, so we started with F, right?
Yes.
F, because it was F major.
Yeah.
G, A, and here's that B, but we flatted it. We put a little koopy-toopy. Have you seen it before?
Mm-mm.
What does that B flat look like? Where are they? Where are the flats? Where are the damn things? All these sharps. Sharp. Oh, here's like that little.
Oh, okay.
There, it's in fact a B flat. C, D, E.
What if you have an E flat? Do you still use the letter B?
Let's check this out.
Or do you use a...
If you were E flat? Well, that's what we're going to learn here. That's a good question.
What do you put by it? If it's an E flat.
If you had an E flat, you'd put a little flat thing.
It's always a B. Okay.
That's not a B. It's a
thing.
More like that. Do you see that?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's over there.
You see that?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So that's a flat.
Let's look at this keyboard here. One of the things about the black keys is they, in a way, do double duty. So The thing is, if let's say I have the note C, and you know from C to D, it's a whole step, and it's a half step from here to here, right? Are you really clear about that?
Yes.
So if I go, I'm going to start with the flat instead. If I have a D, and I go down a half step, it's a D flat. This was a B, and it went down a half step, and became a B flat.
Okay.
You see that? Now, if I'm on D and I'm going to go up a half step, it becomes a sharp. So when I say these notes do double duty, let's say this note, this key here, can be a C sharp, or it can be a D what?
Flat.
Do you see what I mean by double duty?
Yes.
So if I'm here and I go up a half step, it becomes a what?
D sharp.
That is correct. If I'm here at an E and I go down a half step,
E flat.
we won't worry about this, it's a wild card. But let's say this is a what?
C, or no, that's a, what is that? F.
That is correct. If I go up a half step,
F sharp.
this is a G and I go down a half step,
G flat.
this is a G and I go up a half step.
G sharp.
But if I'm in an A and I go down a half step,
A flat.
if I'm here and this is an A and I go up here, it's a A.
Sharp.
But if I'm here at B,
Flat.
that's our system. So these black keys do double duty. And my point is, it took hundreds of years for this keyboard to get formed, even though there were organs and things like that, to actually get to this system, the well-tempered keyboard, which has these spaces, and that'll work out for the diatonic system of major and minor keys and all that. So, I would like to point out, just a little thing, by the time you get to Bach and Handel in around 1720, the organ that Handel used, according to somebody I read, was the most developed technological instrument in the world. There was no gadget in the world that was more complex than a musical organ. No ship, no cannon, no grinding wheel for grain was as complex as the organ was, and it was made for music. That's kind of amazing when you think about it. And it has a keyboard, and it can do all, and has a keyboard down there for your feet and all this kind of stuff. So let's do some scales with the
Oh boy.
the black keys, and let's do D major. So find a D, just a D by itself, and you're going to go up the scale, whole, half, just like. That's right. There it is. How did you do that? Would you say that you did that? Oh, and you can hear it. Kind of by ear. Your hands knew where to go.
I think I did the whole.
They just call that the bass tone.
But this is a whole from here to here.
That is a D major scale because it started on D, and why don't you go up that, so I'm going to say it's a bass tone. This is a whole step. This is whole because there's two, right?
Yeah.
This is a half. Whole, half. Do that D major scale with a little more claps. Can you go down? You ran out of fingers. Why don't you do it in the left hand, starting with the fine D down there?
When do you switch here?
Yeah. There you go. sure your fingering was correct.
Right. Mine was
Now
definitely
let's
not.
do that F major scale again, which involved the B flat. Very good. Do the C major scale again. Okay, now let's try a little. Start with G. G. Why don't you use your right hand? It's a bit more normal, I think.
This G?
Yes. Let's see. There. Okay, do that. Let's see. We did a D, didn't we? Okay. So do the G. I want you. Let's see. There we go. Do the G major scale. No. That's right. Whole, half. And it should sound like this. Do that again. We don't hit the C sharp there. Hit start at G again. Slowly. There. Remember that this is a half step.
Yeah.
Do that again with a little more confidence. And in the G major scale, which note is an F sharp? That's right. So it can be an F sharp or it can be a G
Flat.
flat. Very good. Now let's do something ambitious. E flat. Figure it out. Can you already hear that it was off? There. Hole.
Where the hell's that?
There. Another hole. Hole. Half. Very good. So start with E flat again. Wow. You're getting good at this. Let's see. Let's go with D again. No. What was wrong with that? There. Okay, now down here once. How much time we have?
2 minutes.
Okay. Now the marker.
1.5 minutes.
I'm going to put a note here. What is that?
Little E flat.
E flat. I'm going to give you now. The marker thing for a sharp is this pound key.
Hashtag. Oh, that's
So,
weird.
I'm going to put a middle C here, and in front of it, I'm putting this. So that's a what?
Are you sure it looks like that? Doesn't it look like a hashtag?
Oh no, it's actually. Let me look
It's
at.
just a hashtag, isn't it? Like these things?
Yes. It's.
Okay.
Well, it's good enough.
That was weird.
Let's see. How did they do?
Well, that's
Here we
enough.
go. Here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
C sharp.
Okay. So now I'm going to. Why don't you write the notes for an F major scale? You know it's going to start with.
No chance.
Yes, you know that. F. And then it's going to be a what?
G.
G. Right. You don't need to write the name of it.
A,
Yes. Put the A there. And now,
half, B.
and it has that thing in front of it.
It's a sharp,
The B, it's a
or it's a flat.
B flat.
Right.
And keep going.
Okay. C,
Mm-hmm.
D. Right.
Yes.
E,
Mm-hmm.
and then F.
Again. Right. So in an F major scale, they're mostly white keys, except this one note is a.
Flat.
And what is the actual note? Key.
I don't know.
F.
B.
A. It's a B flat.
Yeah.
Very good. Now,
All
okay.
right.
Things are getting complicated there.
Things are getting complicated.
And we have just learned how to what the black keys do, and they serve double duties. Half step down is a
Flat.
half step up.
Sharp.